Some hadith even they say he agreed with him in 5 things. Some they say 6, some they say 7. Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I do. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Allah revealed the verse according to situation. So Umar radiallahu anhu, he wanted something to take place, and then Allah revealed accordingly. So what happened was what Allah willed. It was basically, how can I say now? It's like what Umar radiallahu anhu wanted. It was like united on that.
I don't understand anything. Anyone understand anything? Try to explain better, please. Why Allah is copying Umar? Umar is the one who said that to the wives of Muhammad. So why Allah he copy exactly what Umar said, and even using the word maybe? Umar he have the right to say maybe because he's not sure. Maybe it's a wish. I pray to God to do something, right? But Allah he copy the word of Umar. He made a mistake because he copied it first of all, and this is proof that the Quran cannot be from God. Because you are copying a man. How you Muslim you say to us, make a Quran like this if you can, and then we find that Allah himself is copying the Quran from a man, his name is Umar.
But I want to go back to the prophecy you were talking about.
I'm talking about this. No, we want to focus on this a little bit, my friend, because your brother before you, he tried to run away to escape it. This is the disaster. If nobody can make Quran like the Quran of Allah, how Allah he copy exactly as Umar said and make it Quran, but nobody can make Quran like Quran of Allah?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't have the answer to that one.
Okay, well, I respect your honesty, and then we let us move then. Now the second question will be, as long Umar he said it may be your Lord, he will divorce you. Shouldn't Allah, even if he liked the idea of Umar and what Umar he said, change the words and say I divorce you? What it mean? It's your Lord. Who is the one who's talking? And why he's saying it's maybe?
Can I read it? I haven't read it properly.
Go ahead. What do you want to read? The hadith? You want to read the hadith, or you want to read the verse?
The hadith first, and then
okay.
If you can zoom out a bit.
Okay. You want to read from the beginning to the end, or what do you want?
Yeah, beginning.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, have you zoomed out?
Read so I can move down, because the hadith is so long to have it in one shot.
Oh, it says, my Lord agreed with me in 3 things. I said, O Messenger of Allah, I wish we took the station of Ibrahim Islam as our praying place for some of the prayers. So came the divine revelation. I take you, the station of Ibrahim, as a place of prayer for some of the prayers. So yeah, I understand that.
Okay, and then the second one about the hijab.
And as regards the wailing of the woman, I can't see that.
Okay, and then last one, the prophet he have fights with his wives, and then Umar he came and he spoke to the wives, and Muhammad he heard what he said, and Allah he sent the verse as Umar is saying. How in the world can be? I mean, how clear it is that the one is saying maybe it is Umar, and Muhammad he copy it, and this is why I make it look funny. Because God he knew if he would divorce them or not. God he knew what will happen to them.
Once the wives of the Prophet made a united front against the Prophet ﷺ, and I said to them, maybe if the Prophet divorced you all, that his Lord Allah will give him instead of you a wife better than you. So this verse, the same as I had said, was revealed.
Exactly, word by word.
But I mean, the same as I had said, it does in brackets.
No, it says there, it may be, it says here, my friend. Do you speak Arabic?
I understand a little bit. If you can go to the Arabic.
But even the English is clear. I mean, it says clearly that the same as I said, It's not like and even it says it may be if he the prophet divorce you. If we go to the verse on the Quran, it says exactly the same. Read it. It may be if he divorce you, his Lord. You see, this is a translation. It says that Allah. It doesn't say in Arabic Allah. It says his Lord. Exactly the same. Asa rabbuhu in talaqunna. So maybe his Lord. It's exactly as he said. And this is explained why the word it may be is there, because this is not what it was, not the statement of Allah, it was the statement of a man. His name is Umar al-Khattab.
But I mean, the full verse is obviously not from Umar radiallahu anhu. The full verse is like only that part. You can say just that starting part. I mean, that's the words
my
when we
friend,
use
my
those.
friend, the whole verse is very small. The translation make it big, but as you see in Arabic, it's so small. So Omar, he says that Allah, he agree with me. The verse came as I said. He didn't say part of it. The verse came as I said, as you see. So, and what they exchange you? I mean, how in the world can that this is not even disrespect. The Arab, they used to exchange women. Exchange is not divorcing them. You see here in Arabic it says divorce them. This is a false translation. In Arabic it says yubaddiluhu, which means he is going to exchange women. Okay, how you can exchange them? It says in Arabic divorce, but here it says, actually it says here in translation, exchange. Exchange is something the Arab they used to do. Exchange,
change them.
exchange mean what? Exchange, I take your wife, you take my wife. That's what the Arab they used to do. So they exchange women. So you go to your neighbor, you says, are you bored with your wife? You don't like her? Okay, you know what about you take my wife, I take your wife. This is exchange. This is what you beddiluhu. This is what the Arab used to practice. So what kind of God, he says to him, if you know, to the women, if you don't repent, okay, and it may be his Lord will divorce you, and yet the one is talking is Allah. First of all, Allah, he knew if they will repent or not. Secondly, Allah, he knew if he's going to divorce them or not. Number three, he knew if they will repent or not, and they will.
Yes, it's a warning to them.
Okay, so why he is saying to them this a threat?
Because of what they were doing, whatever
What
they
they
were doing.
What they were
It's
doing.
a warning.
What they
It's
were
a warning
doing.
to them that
what they were doing.
the Prophet could divorce you.
Let me ask you what they were doing.
Can't remember exactly what it was. It's something that they wanted the worldly life or something.
What they want? What?
They wanted the worldly life, like you know,
what?
they wanted money, I think, and yeah,
What do you want? I don't understand. What?
the worldly life. So they wanted like, I think they wanted more money or something.
No.
Or they desired the world.
No. They found Muhammad having sex with the women in their bed, and any woman, she have the right to object that. I mean, show respect. What kind of a prophet? You bring the maid and you take off her panty and you jump in the top of her in the bed of your wife. So the women, they are right. And this is a man, you know, here we go, he used God to always to shut up the women. Look what happened.
He honored the wife.
This is
he honored the
tafsir.
wives.
No, he did not honor the women. No, he did not honor them. He did not. Read with me Tafsir al-Jalalain. This is your scholar. It says, O Prophet Muhammad, he made a verse says, why you forbid yourself what Allah made lawful for you? Okay, what Allah made lawful for him? Let us love together. O Prophet, why you do forbid what God made lawful for you? In term of the Coptic handmaid Maria, since when the handmaid is lawful for the Prophet to have sex with her? And what kind of a prophet? He slept with the handmaid in the house of Hafsa in her bed. So when Hafsa she came, she said to him, "Fi bayti wa ala sariri," in my house and in my bed you are doing that. This is what happened. So they made a united front against him because he is a mad person. He is not a decent man.
Yeah, that's probably his slave girl.
Okay, no, okay. Are you allowed in Islam to have sex with a slave girl? She is a gift or only a captive?
Even a gift is fine because that's trading of slaves.
Okay, show me the verse in the Quran. It says it's allowed for you to have a sex with the gift. The Quran speak about Malakatul Yamin. Malakatul Yamin is only capture of war.
Yeah, it's proven from the action of the Prophet because the Prophet did it.
No.
So
Are you following Allah or are you following the Prophet?
The Prophet explains the revelation.
No. He did not explain. No. Wait. He will explain. The verse here says, "Why you forbid what is made lawful for you?" So show me where it's made lawful for you, because he forbid it already. The verse saying, "Why you forbid what is made lawful for you?" Can you show me the verse where it says that it made lawful for a Muslim man to have sex with the maid? I will give you 10,000 years to come back with the answer. You will not find it.
But with the slave, it says about the slave.
No. The slave in the Quran, the one you can have sex with is the captured. Malikatul Yamin is captured, is not just a slave. So where in the Quran it says you can have sex with a slave who is not captured?
She was captured by the other person, the other country.
He wasn't captured by him in war. He received her as gift.
Yeah, the Prophet received
and
those
why
gifts.
your prophet, he accept gifts, a human being as gift? He opened the box, he found gifts, a human being, and he start having sex with them. What do you think about that? And
Nope,
why
he honored her,
and why
you
he
know,
is doing
her
that,
rights.
and why he is doing that in the house and in the bed of the wife? Do you think this is respectful? If you have yourself, if you are a Muslim and you have a maid, you bought a slave from somewhere, and now your wife, she come and she find you in the top of her in her bed, is that something you are proud about?
Obviously, the wife will not be happy, but
No, this is not the question. Is that a behavior of a gentle good man, or this is a savage behavior, disrespect to the wife?
I mean, that's his house.
Huh?
Hafsa's house is his house.
No, this is her house too.
Yeah, it's his house.
So why he say this is your house if it's not her house? If this is the house of any woman, this is not her house. If this bed is for any woman, this is not her bed. So you are saying to me, you Muslim men, you marry a woman and then you bring a bunch of women, you sleep in the bed of the wife, and the wife, she can watch, and you have no problem with that? Are you there?
Yeah.
So you have no problem? Be honest with me. Do you have no problem? You bring women and your wife is in the house and you start having sex with the women, and you have
I
no
mean, this is
problem with that?
tafsir. I don't know if it's authentic, if it's
My
not.
friend, this is your tafsir, this is your Islamic website, this is a Jalalain, this is not me. I mean, what's wrong with Muslims? I show them what their book says, and they say to me, this is tafsir. So what about go by who? By the Christian tafsir? This is your scholars. So where is the logic here? What is the good man inside your prophet? I mean, okay, you want to have sex with a slave. Okay, what about you take her to the house of the slave, or you buy a house? Why in the house of your wife, in the bed of your wife? And he is doing that with all the women, to the point it says they made a united front against him. Why? Because all of them, they are suffering from the same problem. Be honest with me. If you have a daughter, with my respect to your family, if you have a daughter and her husband, he had sex with the slave in his house in the front of your daughter, do you respect? Are you going to call the husband of your daughter and say to him, divorce my wife, my daughter immediately? Do you really appreciate such a man? Be honest with me.
I mean, Islam allows 4 wives, so.
No, this is not the question. I'm not talking about 4 wives. And what do you mean 4 wives? Does that mean you can have sex with wives in front of other wives?
No, you can't do it in front.
Okay, so why he is doing that in the when you do it in the bed of the wife, it's mean the wife, she will be there. Here we go, the women, she is there. She came, she got him busted. So when you do it in the house and in the bed of your wife, it's mean you don't care. She can come anytime, and where the woman, she will go. She don't work in the company. She don't work 8 hours.
Maybe she walked in.
Huh?
Maybe she walked into the room.
Your voice is bad, my friend. Say again.
I said maybe she walked in the room.
Yeah, she walked in the room, but that will not change anything. Sorry, I have to hang up on you. Your voice is bad. So you see, guys, we prove it clearly that Muhammad is a false prophet, and he subjugate God to the point he make him serve his sexual desire. And why Muhammad is having sex with the maid? I mean, this, like, you know, the story of Abraham. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Speak louder, please.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. What do you want to say to us?
Well, this is very not true.
This is what?
This is a lie.
What is a lie?
Like you're saying the Prophet ﷺ slept with someone.
Okay, what? Okay, okay. Who is the one who making the lie? Who is the one who's making the lie?
No, you're trying to make it seem like he did something bad. It is allowed.
It's allowed to have sex with this with the maid in Islam, right?
Yes, it is. If that happened, yes, it's allowed.
Okay, so if you have a maid at home, you have sex with your wife, you have sex with the maid. Whoever in the house, you have sex with it.
Okay, so the Prophet was sleeping with his maid, and then the woman come and said, "You're not allowed to do this." The Prophet, he made a promise that saying, "Okay, I will not do I will not do this again. And then Allah called back and said, Allah answered and said, why are you saying you are not allowed to do something I have made lawful for you?
What,
So yes,
and okay, can you show me the verse where in the Quran it says Allah He made it lawful for him?
the ayah you just reading, that one there on top.
No, this verse, no. So are you saying to me the Prophet he made a mistake and he was foolish about what Allah He allowed him to do?
It
or
wasn't
to
a
do?
mistake. It wasn't a mistake. He said, I will. He said, I will not do it anymore.
Okay.
But Allah is.
Yeah, he
no,
forbid
you-
himself. It says lima to
Ah,
harrim.
that's good.
He forbid himself. Did he forbid himself from doing that? It says to harrim.
Huh?
It says in Arabic to harrim, which means he forbid. So why you forbid yourself from doing what I made lawful for you? So are you saying to me the verse confirming that Muhammad he broke the command of Allah and he forbid what he should not forbid?
No, he didn't forbid it. He made a promise to his wife.
No, he
I
didn't
would not do
forbid. No, it
again.
says in Arabic lima to harrim. Do you know what to harrim mean? Do you know what the word
Yeah.
haram mean?
He forbid it upon
Thank you.
himself
So
only.
thank you. So he forbid something. Can you forbid something upon yourself? It's lawful. Is it allowed or this is a sin?
Okay. First of all, the thing that you know the maid thing that you're talking about, you can choose to sleep with her. You can choose not to sleep. Even a slave woman, you can choose to sleep with her. You can choose not to sleep with her.
Show me the
So when the
reference. You show me no reference. You show me only this verse now. Because when Allah he says to him, why you forbid what Allah made lawful for you, it's mean he lawful for him from before. So it can't be this verse. You have to show me a previous verse before this one, because it says Allah he made lawful for you. So Muhammad here supposedly he should know better that Allah he made lawful for him. Where is the verse that says that Allah he made it lawful for him?
the one you are reading now is saying, I have made a law for you. Why you
My
forbidding
friend, this
something I have
cannot be
made lawful
the
for you?
cannot be the verse, because he says he made in the past. Lima tuharrim ma ahalla Allahu laka. Why you are forbidding what Allah made lawful for you?
You read it the wrong place.
Okay,
You read it the wrong.
where is the verse? Okay, where is the verse that says Allah he made lawful for him to rape slaves?
First of all, who is the Prophet ﷺ sleeping with?
His maid.
It says that?
Yeah, here we go. It says
Or
homemade.
was that?
Yeah, homemade. Here we go. Do you see it? This is your Islamic website. This is your translation, and this is a Jalalain.
Okay. Okay. If the Prophet ﷺ is sleeping with his maid, you do realize then it's not forbidden, yeah?
Why? But no, it says why you forbid what is not forbidden. Okay, where it says in the Quran is not forbidden for
I'll
you.
be honest with you, maybe I don't know there was a verse before that allowed it, but I'm just saying according to this verse it is allowed. That's all I'm saying.
So
So
according to this verse is to correct Muhammad.
yes,
Okay,
to not forbid something
but
upon
this-
yourself
but
that
this- but
Allah
this-
has allowed.
But this verse confirm already that Muhammad he should know better. This is why he's asking him, why you forbid what I made lawful for you? Because if you do not know, then he should not say to him, why you forbid. He should say to him, this is allowed. This is allowed. That's it. Do not to say why you forbid. He says to him, this is allowed, and you can.
I don't know the verse. Maybe there's a verse already saying the one your right hand possesses. Maybe that's the one. I don't know.
Anyway, let us focus here. What do you think about Umar saying that Allah he took the Quran from me, and he copied his Quran? Umar is the one who made this verse where it says it may be Allah will forgive you. Why Allah is copying it from Umar?
What do you mean copy?
Well, the hadith says in Sahih al-Bukhari that Allah he took the verse as Umar he said, and he made the Quran.
Oh, Hannah.
Read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Focus on you, please.
Huh?
The hadith in front of me, it says that Umar he says exactly as the Quran said, and Allah he took it and he make it Quran. Read the hadith.
It's yes, I know what it's saying.
So how why Allah is copying from Umar? Who is Umar? Is Umar Allah? Who is Allah?
Umar is the Sahabi of the Prophet. You should
Okay,
know this.
who is the one who made Quran? Allah or Umar?
First of all, you have to realize something. Right? You have to realize that if a prophet said, even if the Prophet ﷺ was to say the same word, even if another Arab that's not even Muslim was to say the same word, and Allah revealed the same word, it's just meaning that Allah revealed it. It's not a big deal.
What does that mean?
For example, Umar, do you know how the Quran was revealed because of, on this, not on like one together, it was revealed because of activities that happen. So if I have to say, if me as a Muslim was to say to the Prophet ﷺ, as in Umar, let's go back to Umar now. when the Prophet ﷺ, he captured a lot of war enemies, and he asked the Sahaba, what should I do? Some of them said, make them work for you for free, as in take them as your slaves. And then I think it was Umar who said, kill them all together. And then Allah said, do what Umar said.
So again, Allah, he take what Umar said and he do it.
Yeah.
So
damn it, Allah.
Okay, so okay, guys, did you hear this? Did you hear this? So how the Muslims, they say that the Quran is already written in the house of Allah or in the tablet of Allah, and now the Prophet, he is discussing with his friends what we should do, and then Allah agree with Umar. That's mean the Quran is not really what Muslims they say.
No, for example, Christian friends. For example, let's say you say, all my people, do not eat this kind of animal because it is forbidden, and then Allah will reveal all the people of this guy do not eat this type of animal because I have made it forbidden. It doesn't mean he was copying you directly. It might mean he was agreeing with what you said and he revealed it, and he was already going to reveal it, but he revealed it to make you more like, because Umar is a Sahabi.
Let me ask you. Okay, let us go with you now. As long you agreed that Allah, he is he is revealing as they say, but here you notice that Umar, he said exactly as the Quran. So why?
Yes,
how
doesn't
Umar,
matter. Even though Umar was to say another 7 lines after that, and Allah revealed the same 7 lines,
is Umar a prophet? Is Umar a prophet?
Oh, no, Umar is the greatest, one of the greatest Sahaba.
Who is the one inspired Umar to say the sentence exactly as it is written in the book of Allah?
No, Umar bin Khattab said the sentence. He said it obviously by his own will, because he's got a will. And then Allah revealed the same thing that Umar said because he agreed with what Umar said. It's not a big deal.
Thank you very much. So guys, did you hear it? Allah agreed with Umar, not a big deal. Okay, now we have
Allah can agree with anybody, even the lowest of the lowest.
Okay, now we have a confirmation from you that Umar, he said something, Allah agreed with it, he take it, he put it Quran. So the Quran was in agreement between God and a man on earth, not godly words. So you just confirmed that this is the word of Umar. Allah liked it, he agreed with it, he put it in the Quran. Thank you very much.
Yeah, first of all, you keep saying Allah like you know who you're talking about. That's what makes me scared. You know exactly who you're talking about, but you still make
do you know who is Allah? The funny,
you know Allah is Allah.
Do you know even who is Allah? Do you know what even Allah means? You do not know. You yourself, you're a prophet.
I don't know the meaning, to be honest.
So
I've heard it means the one God. That's all I've heard.
This is why I say it's funny. You are saying to me, you are talking about Allah, but you do not know who's Allah, as if you know. You yourself, you do not know who's Allah. You do not know what
I know who Allah is. It's just I don't know what the word means.
Who is Allah? Who's Allah? Okay, go ahead. Who's Allah? Tell me. I'm listening.
Allah is the Lord of the heavens and the earth.
What does that mean?
He created the heavens and the earth and whoever's in it and whatever's in it.
Okay, I'm not asking you what He do. Who's Allah?
That's who Allah is, the creator of the heavens and the earth.
But the Quran says that Allah is the best of the creators. So how Allah is the best of the creators, but there's many creators?
Yeah, but He's the best of the creators. You know, your question is not makes sense at all.
Who is the other creators? Okay, who is?
There's a lot of creators, but He's the best of the creators.
Okay, name for me the other creators.
You, me, and everybody on this earth.
No, the creators are not me and you. We don't, because
we can create stuff.
No, this is not a creation. A creation is you give life. This is what the Quran says.
Okay, is that the one you wanna talk about?
No, I'm asking you. You see, you open the topic.
First of all, when it says creation, it's not talking about death and life. It's talking about everything. Like
who is the one who make the definition of what is a creation? You or me or Allah?
Yes, the word itself is.
I'm asking you, who is the one who decide what is a creation? The Quran, right? Okay. Allah, He said in the Quran.
Came from Allah,
okay,
yes.
the Quran says, chapter 22, verse number 73. O my kind, I will give you an example. Why you worship someone who cannot create a fly?
Exactly.
So the creation here is not about the creation of a bicycle, as you claim. If you can create a fly, then you are qualified to be God.
That's a different verse.
No, I'm asking you, do you agree with this verse? That the one Allah, that Allah, He's
100%, 100%.
Okay, so you agree that if somebody can create a fly, he is God.
If somebody can create a fly, oh my God, I will give them everything, inshallah.
No, I'm asking you. Do you confirm that if somebody can?
Oh yes, okay. If somebody can create a fly, there's something to do with like a supernatural.
I'm not. This is not a question. If somebody can create a fly, is he God?
No, he's not God. It's saying Allah is the only God. It's just saying your God can't create anything. For example, the
Hold on.
Messiah can't
So
create
you
a fly.
are you saying to me, you as a Muslim believe that there is other gods they can create flies?
There's no other God in the earth, on the whole universe that can
So
create
why
a
you
fly.
are
except-
why you are saying I'm asking you again, if somebody can create a fly, if there is someone beside Allah, according to you as a Muslim, can create a fly?
No, there's no one besides Allah
Okay,
that can create.
so why Allah he says, if you can create a fly, then you are a creator, and then he says in different verse that the best of a creation
No, he
is
doesn't
Allah.
say that. You're lying.
It says that. Here we go. It says
No,
why
it
you are
says,
worship.
why do you-
My
why do
friend,
you
it
worship
say-
the ones that
yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
why
create
you
a fly?
worship someone he can't even create a fly? Which means if he
Yes,
can
it
create a
doesn't mean
fly,
they're God for real if they can
okay.
create a fly.
So the
It's just
creation
saying they
here,
can't even do that. The easiest thing.
the creation your God confirm is a creation of life, not making a table. That is not a creation. That's funny. I mean, since when God he speak about himself? Are you saying to me that Allah is comparing to himself to Geoff Steve, the one who made iPhone? Are you saying to me that Allah comparing to himself to the one who made the computer, and he's saying he's better than him? Are you saying that?
First of all, you have to realize there's two types of creation: the creation of supernatural stuff and the creation
This is
that
not-
is on the
this is-
earth.
no,
so
no,
when
this-
Allah
okay.
says, "I am the best of creators," He means in everything, "I am the best of the creators."
No, not the best of the created. He says the best of the creators.
Yes, creators.
Who
I'm the
are,
best
who
of
are
the
the other
creators.
creators? Allah
Humans
Allah-
humans are creators
Allah
as well. We
comparing
create stuff.
Allah comparing himself to who when he say I am the best of the creators?
Everything that exists on the earth
No, no.
and everything that exists in the heavens and the whole universe.
Because everything in the earth is created, not a creator. So
Yeah,
how,
but the created can
so
also
how
create.
Allah, so how Allah compare
You have
himself?
the intelligence to create.
No, you don't have the intelligence of create will not make you creator, because simply
Who created
you
the
are-
laptop?
No, you are just using what God he gave you already. That's not a creation. This is the creation of
Come
an
on,
idea.
come on. Your
This is not
supporters
about.
can't even agree
This is
with this.
not
Come on,
about
brother.
creating life. All of us we knew that God is God, for He create life. So
Yes.
okay. So this is not about creating a computer. Allah He compare Himself to who? And
No, there's two different verses. The
Okay,
one
let
verse
me-
that says
let
about
me
life
ask you,
and the
let-
other
let
one that
me
says
ask you, can
everything
we
together. I'm the
compare?
best.
Okay, in a second, everybody will laugh. Can we compare God to someone he is not equal to God?
Some people do, but you can't.
No, I'm asking you. You as a Muslim, are you allowed to compare God to something is not equal to God?
No, but
Okay,
you already
so
do
how
you
Allah?
yourself.
So you see how you get yourself busted. How
But
Allah
you
compare
do it.
Himself?
You
Hold
do
on.
it.
How you compare Allah? How Allah compare Himself to us? You just said to us you create a computer,
But-
and you are the one who
Yeah,
said to me.
I'm trying to like turn off you because you already compare Allah to the Messiah, the slave of
I
Allah.
am not comparing Allah to the Messiah, because the Messiah is God, Allah is the devil.
See, that's where you go wrong. You see, God.
No,
That's
I
why
am
Allah
not
says, He
comparing.
tell
You
me
see,
where the Messiah ever created
I
a cloud.
cannot. Yes, the Messiah created the bird according to the Quran. Don't you know?
He created a sand bird, I think.
What? He created what?
A bird out of a sand, out of mud.
Oh, Allah, He created the Adam from the mud too.
Yeah, that's another subject. What are you talking?
What do you mean that's the same? How Allah created Adam? He made some.
Have you ever created
Hold on.
people
Okay,
today create animals
so,
out of
okay,
ice.
hold on. So now you agreed that Allah He made mud and He created Adam, and you agreed that Jesus made mud and created the bird. So what the difference?
What are you talking about? Allah put life into the bird that the Messiah created, and Allah put life
the
into
verse
Adam
says,
himself,
the verse says,
and Allah put life into the Messiah himself.
the verse says that I breathe into it. Messiah, I breathe. Who is the one who breathed into the bird? Allah or the Messiah?
Allah.
Huh?
Allah.
Are you saying the Quran is lying?
No, the Quran no lying. Allah breathed into it.
Okay, let's see, because the Quran says different.
Don't bring it up because you're gonna embarrass yourself, Wallah.
Okay, let's see.
Oh my God. You have to realize the Quran is the word of Allah, okay? So when it says Allah is speaking himself.
I know the Quran more than you. Here we go. The Quran says I
That's
breathe. Okay, read with me. Here we go. This is your Muslim translation. I breathe. Does it say that?
الله يا عيسى بن مريم.
Does it say I breathe? You speak Arabic? You know Arabic?
Yeah, I no, I don't speak
Okay,
Arabic.
it says فأنفخ فيه فيكون طيرا.
Yeah.
So what you are
Yes,
saying?
Allah said, I will breathe into him.
No, the Messiah is talking. Don't lie.
Oh, brother, come on. You can't lie
Who
on
is the
this.
one
I
who's
know
talking?
you.
Okay, here we go.
I know you.
Let us read. Let us read the translation. Let us read the translation. Everybody is laughing. Here we go, and we'll make him a messenger into the children of Israel. Lu, come into you with sign from your Lord. He said, the Messiah saying, I fashion for you from the clay the likeness of a bird, and I breathe into it. Who is the one who fashioned the bird? The Messiah. Who is the one who breathed into the bird? The Messiah. So why you are lying to me? You say it's not
Yeah,
him who breathed.
yes, by breathing, you know, meaning life.
A second ago, you see how you corrupt yourself. A second ago,
sorry,
okay.
that was my big mistake. I'm not
Okay,
gonna
so
lie.
you agree now, the one who breathed is the Messiah. Okay,
Yeah,
when
the Messiah breathed. But
okay,
that was
thank
by the
you.
will of
So
Allah.
what happened when the Messiah he breathed into the mud? Explain to me.
Allah bring life to the bird.
Well, but the one who breathed is the Messiah.
Yes, but Allah allowed it.
So what? So what do you mean allow it? I mean, this is funny. So Allah he allowed the Messiah to have a breathe, can give a life.
Allah put life into.
So now you're agreeing that we have two gods. We have God, his name is the Messiah. He created by breathing, the same as Allah. He created by breathing. Allah allow it.
For example, Christian friends, let's imagine when Allah created Adam.
My friend, thank you for calling. That's enough. We don't want to imagine. It's already exposed.